You're sitting here being like, oh, this doesn't apply to me. Actually, yes, it does. Because in Texas, where they quite specifically outlawed Sharia law, like this is not legal at all by any means, by any standard, there's a Muslim group going around threatening small businesses, saying that if they don't make their foods halal and if they don't get rid of anything that doesn't follow Sharia law, they're gonna go in there and pew.
This girl is fed up with the Free Palestine movement on the internet and always bothering her. And I've been showing many videos over the past few weeks of these people across the world starting to speak up. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the other Barak coming to you live and direct here from the Holy Land in Israel. Before we get into the video, I wanted to let you know that 80% of you are not subscribed to this channel. Folks, please just take 2-3 seconds, press that subscribe button, press that bell icon so that we can grow this channel and so that you don't miss out on any of the action. We also have a free newsletter. The link is in the description below, right to your inbox every single week. And let's get into it.
Oh, free Palestine. Free Palestine. How about now? I don't want America to end up like the UK. And if you're painfully unaware with what's happening, they're starting to completely take over in the UK. And what I mean by that is they're teaching little school children, little English school children, Sharia law. Another thing I mean by that, Christians are not allowed to pray in public anymore. You cannot pray in public anymore because you are offensive if you pray in public. Another thing, you're not allowed to wave the English flag in public. You're not allowed to. No, that's racist. There are Muslim-only parts of England. Now, this is not coming from, like, you know, anywhere, like from the buttfuck of nowhere. No. Like, my For You page this morning has been filled with English content creators quite literally showing what's happening right now. If that doesn't scare you, I don't. Now, if you're sitting here being like, oh, this doesn't apply to me. Actually, yes, it does. Because in Texas, where they quite specifically outlawed Sharia law, like this is not legal at all by any means, by any standard, there's a Muslim group going around threatening small businesses, saying that if they don't make their foods halal and if they don't get rid of anything that doesn't follow Sharia law, they're gonna go in there and pew. But yeah, let's free Palestine. What a great idea. But in all seriousness, this is not meant to, like, hate towards, like, peaceful Muslims. This is only addressing the extremists that are over here trying to jeopardize Western values. Because you know what happens when you jeopardize Western values? You can't be gay anymore. You can't be trans anymore. Matter of fact, you as a woman will not have rights. You will not be able to get an abortion in any state. I know how much y'all love those. So why are we out here screaming free Palestine when they're invading literally the rest of the world? Let's use our brains. Okay, guys? Cancel me if you want. I don't really care.
I went to ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, what would America look like under Sharia law? Just for you guys to know, Sharia is an Arabic word meaning path. So Muslim majority countries apply it very differently. For example, Saudi Arabia and Iran enforce strict religious rules. And in Indonesia and Malaysia, they have a mixed secular law with some religious personal status codes. And in Turkey, Tunisia, and the UAE use mainly secular civil codes, but allow Sharia influence in family matters. So there is no single model. It's very important to understand that. However, if there was a hypothetical full adoption in the United States, for example, under government and law, there'd be no separation of religion and state. Clerical courts would decide many issues. Speech, press, and assembly could be restricted for blasphemy or criticism of Islam. So right now, like, you can, well, depending, because obviously you can't really say whatever you want given the fact that Jimmy Fallon had an episode recently. But if you were talking about religion, for example, and you were to criticize Islam, that'd be a problem. Apostasy, like leaving Islam and public proselytizing of other religions, could be criminal. From a civil rights perspective, gender inequality, the one that we always love to talk about. Men and women often have different inheritance shares, court testimony weight, and restrictions on dress and mobility. LGBTQ identities could be criminalized. So how would the Queers for Palestine movement feel if the people that you are cheering for across the ocean happen to find their way to potentially be government leaders within America? Because essentially you call them the government of the Gaza Strip, and these are the ones that you're asking to liberate Israel and the United States. So would you vote them in? Like, would you go to your city hall or your middle school around the block, and would you put a piece of paper in the slot for these folks, the ones that are going to take away your LGBTQ rights? I don't know. Daily life, mandatory modest dress codes in public for women, rules about prayer times and religious holidays. Businesses might be closed on Fridays for congregational prayers. Islamic banking would dominate the finance. Oh, you know what's funny? The idea that Jews run the world and the banking system right now, right? Let's pretend that they did. So if you want Hamas and the Free Palestine, and you want Palestine to liberate Israel and then come and make its way to America, because you're burning American flags in American streets. You clearly are anti-Western, you're anti-American, you're all that. And if you want Yahya Sinwar's children and grandchildren to come be your next, I don't even know if I'd call it president, prime minister, your next leader, would you then complain about the fact that the banking system is run by Muslims or not? Pick a side of the fence, bro. Pick a side of the fence. This girl, this woman, is 100% right. That if you sit on your couch comfortably somewhere in Missouri or Idaho or Florida or San Diego right now, and you think that what you're seeing unfold in the Middle East has zero connection to your life, yeah, maybe right now, but there's a shelf life to it with the rate of where these people are trying to head. And it's happening likely in your neighborhood, you just don't know. There are movements that are through fraud building up more mosques while burning down or destroying more parking lots, buildings, buying churches, breaking them down, building up mosques. Like, the idea is to compound and compound and compound more and more and more and more and just grow. It's like a reverse pyramid. It's what they're trying to do. They need to have the most power up top. Hey man, I think that Paterson, New Jersey residents should have a YouTube channel. I think that Dearborn, Michigan residents should have a YouTube channel, and y'all should fucking mobilize and start making content and talk about what's really going on. That's a great idea. If you're from any of those places, let me know in the comments section. I'm happy to onboard you. Thank you so much for all your support. See you guys next video. Here are 4 ways you can help us grow if you believe in our mission. On Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal, you can directly contribute to helping this message grow and reach more people across the world. If you want to join the inner circle, join our Patreon with different tiers, and of course, our Discord community, which is free with people from all across the world. The links to every single one are in the description. And last but not least, to the other Brock community, I love you. Ani ohev otchem. I'll see you guys next time.